doing? Oh yeah, we're doing the quest. Hmm. We actually might know an artisan, actually. Greetings, Sir Promise. What brings you back to Wachumikwi? Wachumikwi? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Robla. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Mobians, eh? Well, seeing as it's the promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Arthenshire? One of the Ellison who... That Erorzian goldsmith. What about him? You mean Fonjintine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the Saw, and considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little upriver. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pack? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworns are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fonjuri at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Explorative. And maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Alright, let's go and see a man about a pot. Got us out here doing crazy stuff. Wait. I gotta get used to this map. Hang on. It's like there's one right here. Thing is, what? It's right there. Yeah, I know. I also noticed a lot of people managed to get to level 100 day one with, not level 100, I mean level 90 day one with the, Viper class and, like, Pictomancer, and it's like, what the? Oh, Ronald, you're here too. With our promise since you wanted to chat, I've just finished eating, so I shall find a quiet... So shall we find a quiet spot outside? The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. Oh, my new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. What is it you wish to discuss? It's hard to ask this right after you've set it in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring in a new potsworn to Earthshire. So that is the way of it. We barely met, and after pushing you to work for at Wachumi, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pack instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I am now an official subject of Tuttior. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wished to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Totolian that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fangitine, thank you. I shall return to Master and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Perhaps you remember me. Buck Ev, owner of... Yeah, I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wak Lamott's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip is believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now. But could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. I want them pants. You can gain access to role quests and pursue new adventures as you progress through the rite of succession. Ah, here we go. Ah. Okay, so that's what this is. What level is this, though? It's level 90. Well, let's put that on hold. We'll do all that later. Master Robert, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you has agreed to sign the pod pack, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wachumi. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ribbit. I'm blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Totoro. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wacho. Yeah. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthling Shower as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Argentine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready. But you still have a little time. But we shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reason to win the contest, but now I have one more. Bonjitine's putting his faith on me, and I won't let him down. You may now unlock deliveries. New endeavors. Oh, okay. Yeah. There they are. Wonderful. Wait a second. I think that's Red Mage? Yeah, that's a Red Mage. Wait, what am I doing? A father first. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we shall have a big journey ahead of us. Welcome back, sir. You had a Landsguard messenger. Looks like she's waiting on your return. Hey, Honor of the Third promises entourage? I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sun Perch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wak Lamont. I don't like... I don't like the sound of that. The Dawn servant awaits you within. While it's not informed for the reason of your audience, in terms of Atari, I would suggest full battle Reglia. Yep. This is him challenging us. He wants that fight. Can't you see I'm busy doing other things? I don't have time to fight you, sir.
Forgive me this sudden silence. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity. And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
It's not just
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
I want to say it, but I need to get some aggression out.
A spirited answer. Why not indeed? The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Come! Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales.
I didn't think we'd be fighting you this soon.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember! Let's test the waters.
Yeah.
They didn't even blink. I see you did the Viper style.
Viper?
Let's see how you handle this.
Oh, because we unlocked it. Uh-oh.
This woman did not lie. Very well. Resolve and listen. All right.
Ah. The other head's still asleep, apparently. Using this information.
Did you think you had my measure?
What?
Take this! Just been long enough?
What? Oh. Oh, no.
We're far from finished.
Just Double here. Tower! Double towers! Yeah, I was expecting it to happen. Oh, that's cute. You're repeating the mechanics.
You are formidable.
Okay.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of. That will do. You've shown me more than enough. I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether he be as third promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She is young, but has potential.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking.
Oh, we know. We knew from the start.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
I had a feeling that's what this was designed for. I already kind of knew. I didn't want to say anything because I was just... But yeah, I had a feeling that this is meant to force them to see things from a different perspective.
And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
I didn't think you would ever.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion.
What about the other one? The one that's not your child?
With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow.
Why do I get the feeling the so-called chosen sibling one, the one that calls himself the chosen one, that's not part of the family? Why do I get the feeling he's planted there by him as a way to, like, push them to their limits? To just be a thorn in their side, to see how they resolve that issue.
Know many peoples and cultures.
And then at the end, he's like, oh yeah, I was never against any of it. I didn't want the throne. I was just tasked with pushing you guys. Pushing your buttons and stuff. He's actually like one of the good guys. Well, I've seen a lot.
Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
Uh-oh.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
Even though we do have an
I
advantage.
swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset.
Oh.
The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Well, I take back what I said. Maybe. Well, anyway. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoraja, your lance-wielding friend Estidian, and yourself. I really do live up to your fear. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else? Just a sparring partner. No, that's all it was. I haven't had one bite of Nanaku's food thanks to Papa's nonsense. So I'm going back to finish my plate before I head up. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Florid Cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover. Well, at least now we know. It's like, it doesn't matter who does the rite of succession and such. Whoever gets to the end, finds the city of gold and stuff. You still have to be worthy of the throne in the Dawn Serpent's eyes. So, if you're not, then he will not give it to you. It's like, if you have not learned anything by the end of this journey, then I'm sorry, but you failed. That's essentially how this is playing out. The game has been rigged from the start. Await your companions and continue to wait. Oh. Oh, it's just straight up asking me. Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's continue it. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left the Aurora prepared to travel in search of work. So I had few belongings to begin with. Fitting farewell to my fellow artisans took took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fonjin. Shall we depart for our things higher then? A word before you go. Huh? What are you doing here? I spend my days correcting matters. And here I am, perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please, take up your... Oh my goodness. Look at me. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What's that all about? I've come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the city of gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, it's the final step of the rite of secession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect. A glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming, owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Sounds like a rigged story. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is to seek the legend, is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Arcava. Arbocava. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Server find the city and return without incident? Maybe he never stepped foot into the city. It seems the legend originated with Yokhoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fonjanine safely into the Moblin's care. Meanwhile, Kozamuk.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
What if there was nothing?
Such generous words. yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel? Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
The keystones are not gonna be enough.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Donserad may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
Oh, he's a Viper too.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
Jeez!
But he's just a runt.
I think we know who to be more worried about in the end.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Your part in this is far from over.
We're back, and we've bought us a willing potsworn. This is Fortune, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Estamine's Aesthetics in Nolda. Wonderful, impressive. You're the first to return, Third Promise. Really? We're the first ones? And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthling Shower. Now Pam will show you to the work pot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fonji team. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have reached met the requirements of the pizza pot. Present you your keystone with joy smiles and well wishing. Nice. Can I eat it? That makes 3. More Potsworth candidates. Tell your tales. Oh. I'm just amazed we were the first ones here. Wait a second. Another feat accomplished. Another keystone acquired. Oh, you're doing well. I expected nothing less of Zora's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Tyrell with weapons of magic tech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Totoro is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Guardian Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may well be true. But how long will it take Totoro to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very. Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Sharian whole. Conquering other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. I was reminded of days long ago. In the time before Totoro, there was no pot packs for the Potsworns. It was normal to grab, snatch artisans and force them to work for Mavis. Until the day Gruul Jaja arrived, the families of the Grabs pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mavis are not a war make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gruul Jaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance. The quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Oh, this is the first time I was seeing the other head. I just realized. Yet, it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy Potsworns make good works, and good works make Mobbies happy. Gruel Jaja's words were wise. Joy Smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of hot packs. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. Maybe that's the problem here. We should be getting on as well. But Cook Jaja never did come back, did he? You have a moment, third promise? Rick would repay you for a hand helping with Kahi. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. Is it just gonna be, it's dangerous. No one's ever returned. The towers, the streets, all fashioned for gold. You look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between. They live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? Just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Orlando, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yokoi friends. They live up in the mountains in Yokobakacha. Giants again. Always the giants. Seems everything is pointing us their way. The feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Irvingshire and your Joy Smiles behind. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed, golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Yokachi Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earth and Shower from the west road, which leads up into the mountains, let's find that first. Alright, let's go. Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready to do for some climbing. Third promise. What the? I'm glad I caught you. Rena asked me to bring you back to the village. What? She says there's something she forgot to give you. Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. Take long. If you would please follow me. No! Something's wrong. What is it? I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. No! We're coming along. Yeah. Took a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose? No. The complications. What? Oh my god. Remember how they said there was bandits on the road? This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back behind us? But how? There's only one road. I wouldn't underestimate Look Mama's sense of direction or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? That's not good. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. Twas that who had business with her, yes? And then we get back to the village and come to find out, no, the Moblin did not send for her. It was a trap. The bandits are playing their little... Back again so soon? We came looking for Lamont. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Then who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you left already. Where is the Lametry? Is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? Thou shouldn't worry, for thy sister is understandable. Yet, rather than assign blame, thy energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I'd wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest. My sister, least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Ronald and I should work together, at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. And maybe get more information about things, probably. Then the rest of us will split up. Reporting should you find anything. We'll be on our way as well. Alright, keep in touch. Come, we should begin our search. I'm 92.